Good evening, everyone. This is Paradox 2, Understanding Leadership and Management by Jose Luis Mejia, Brian Miller, and Ryan Hayes. Samuel Ullman introduces us to the paradox of leader versus manager. Why do we need to understand this paradox? Simple. An organization's output depends on the role you take on. It provides clarity to your followers. Example, what is the type of expectations that you have for them, and what kind of supports are you authorized to provide? We're going to guide this presentation around our essential questions. How do we differentiate each one? How can a person only exhibit one or the other? And how can a person use leadership and management characteristics to benefit the overall organization? Two main authors are cited in Samuel Allen's paradox. They are Stephen R. Covey, the author of 7 Habits of Effective People, and John P. Cotter, author of What Leaders Really Do. Covey simply states that you lead people and you manage tasks. As leaders, you focus on the human capital aspect. As managers, you work with the day-to-day activities, in other words, short-term. Cotter, however, goes into more details using the following chart on qualities that help differentiate the leadership aspect and the manager aspect of it. In other words, leaders develop a vision. They align personnel. This is very connected to Covey's idea that they are focused on human capital, and they motivate people through the vision. On the other side, we have our contrast, which is managers who are short-term, goal-oriented. They focus on day-to-day activities. They work on the budget. Think of a restaurant manager meeting quotas. They organize schedules for personnel to meet those short demands, and as needed, they may problem solve. So these are just kind of the very differentiated definitions for leadership and management. So, what do you think? Is there a difference between leadership and management? The following pontoon further summarizes the differences of management versus leadership. It discusses how leaders can be change agents, even challenge it to inspire and motivate others towards a vision, long-term planning, while managers simply follow the daily operations, expectations, and pass directives from a top-down approach, in other words, short-term. Let's watch the pontoon. So towards the end of Samuel Allen's article, we are left wondering, can leadership and management work together? Samuel Ullman goes on to state that leadership and management qualities can work collaboratively to make a well-rounded person. At times, a person must be able to switch between being a leader or being a manager. All of it is contingent on the organization's need and what the intended vision and goals are in managing the followers of that organization. Let's watch this Venn diagram that shows the contrast, but also how they can come together. In conclusion, we are left wondering, is this paradox essential for leadership? I think it is. It will help a person understand the role they are expected to play within the organization. You will also know what characteristics to develop and use. This will make it easier on your followers. It also helps you keep a good work ethic and work balance. Of course, we want to make sure that we're aligning ourselves to what the organization expects of us. Are we going to be department head leaders? Or are we going to be department head managers? Thank you for going over our presentation by Samuel Ullman on the paradox of leadership versus management. And I leave you with the song by Neil Young on leadership.
Walking among our people, there's someone straight and strong to lead us from desolation in a broken world gone wrong. Someone walks among us, and I hope he hears the call. Maybe it's a
Thank you.